We have a white man stabbed by black homeless man in Portland. So this is what happened. Black homeless man apparently stabs a white man, and then afterwards he uses the N-word, rightfully so. And now apparently they're like, well, we're just going to drop all the charges because you're not allowed to call people the N-word after they stab you. So the Portland jury clears the black man of assault because because the white man said it after the attack. So this wasn't before the attack. So at this point in time, if you are just an innocent white person walking around and you get stabbed by a black person and you use the N-word, which I'm not going to lie, would be one of the first things that comes to my mind if I was stabbed by a random black person. That would actually probably be potentially one of the only things. Because it wouldn't come to my mind. Why me? Oh, I would know exactly why. Because I look around and I see what's happening around us. So, call him a slur. I don't understand. I literally was sitting at Great White recently and there was two black guys sitting next to me and they use the N-word every other word. And I kind of was like, even to the point where it was so aggressive, I looked at them, I was like, you guys speak normally? Like, what is this? I'm like, this is sounding so aggressive and hateful. And you're using it with each other. But I'm like, I don't understand. Is the word bad? Or is it good? Because if you're using it with each other, sitting with your friend 24/7, black community, then it's not really a bad word, is it? So if we use it to call you that after you stab us, I think that's justified. So that's kind of where this isn't, the UK where you would expect something like this. As long as you don't call your rapist a you're totally fine. This is America where this is happening. Granted, it's Portland, okay? But I'm like, I don't understand. That's like completely justified. I don't know, what is he supposed to say when he gets stabbed by, what are you supposed to say after you get stabbed? Oh my God, you pesky man. Oh, you bad person. What are you supposed to say? Oh my God, that's like the least bad part of the, it's so funny. We're at a point now where it's like N-word bad, even though they say it 24/7 and using the rap music and, make tons of money off of saying it. Stabbing, okay. Stabbing is okay as long as you don't say bad words afterwards. So there you go. There's your country sliding out of your hand, guys. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. Republicans do nothing. We have a news story of arrest.
Now know the name of the person arrested for a stabbing in downtown Portland that injured a person. Today, police announced that 42-year-old Gary Omar Edwards was arrested on assault charges. It stems from a stabbing that happened on Northwest 5th Street just after 9:30 yesterday morning. Police say a person was stabbed in the shoulder area and went to the hospital with serious injuries. Edwards was arrested by the Central Bike Squad. There's no word on the stabbing victim's condition.
Oh, well, thank God the bike squad was there, you guys. That job sucks. I'm sorry to anyone that does that job. I actually really feel bad for you guys. Sympathies with you. It has been revealed that the man who was charged with the stabbing of the Charlotte, North Carolina light rail was illegal and labeled as a white male. This is a different stabbing, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We're done with that stabbing. We're on to a different stabbing. He's obviously white. He doesn't look like he has any sort of ethnic, Hispanic, nothing in him. Once again, in front of our eyes, they're manipulating the crime statistics. This is why it's hard when you go on and debate Piers Morgan. He's like, well, what about all the white crime, Nick? And it's like, no, we know that there's up white people and they suck as well all around the world. The difference is I'm a little worried that you're manipulating the statistics to use it against us and then ignoring that Chicago every weekend is the purge. That's what we have a problem with. That crime is very real and it's very in your face. And I get it. We're the school shooters. We're the serial killers. That's great. Hey, guess what? With all those combined, we still commit far less crime. Who's worried sitting on the subway next to me? Any of you guys? Anyone watching the show? Is anyone worried sitting on the subway next to me? No, but this is manipulating race statistics and that's crazy. That should be illegal. And once again, he was an illegal, he was deported, then he entered back in. How easy is it how open are our borders? Every time I see this, it's like, oh, well, they go for vacation in Mexico every month, but then they come right back. And I'm like, okay, so we need to do some stuff with our borders. What happened to building the wall? I voted to build the wall. Are we building the wall? Is the wall even there? Are we enforcing it? I mean, Tom Homan's like one of the greatest people of our generation. I love him and everything he's doing, but I'm just like Trump. Let's go back to OG MAGA. America first, build the wall, deport the illegals. We want all these things, okay? And I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about this. The January 6th pipe bomber terrorist was a young black liberal man. I'm not gonna lie, he looks like a loser. He doesn't look like he would do that, though. I'm like kind of shocked. So he's a young black man, because the race was never mentioned in this for a very long time. Anti-Trump activists. Yeah, I mean, dude, every time you see these people, they got the anti-Trump stuff. Trump is Hitler. They, whatever, it's all the shit. But the whole point is they suppressed this story for a really long time because it was a black guy. Did they not even say previously it was a white guy? And then under the Biden administration, all this was completely suppressed, which is so crazy because I'm like, at the end of the day, this guy, is a very bad person, and regardless of his skin color, it's not his skin color that makes him a bad person. It's what he was doing. So therefore, the fact that they had mountains of evidence that just completely suppressed it because of the color of his skin. See, this is when we have to talk about race because it becomes a real world issue, okay? We have an image. Black privilege is real. Well, we all, I mean, yeah, black kid kills teen, white kid. Boom, he's a hero. He gets a ton of money. Black dude in Portland, he says the N-word, then, we know. That's the thing. I tell black people in America when they complain, I'm like, nowhere else in the world could you get away with the shit you get away with here. Nowhere else in the world could you stab an innocent white kid to death because he told you to, I don't know, go away, or you're not supposed to sit here because I don't know, whatever it is. And, you get to be like a national hero and have a fundraiser for you. It's just not a real thing. That doesn't happen anywhere else. It only happens here. And the problem is when you give people privilege, they tend to get away with things. And it kind of changes the entire country. And that's what we're seeing now. And that's why everyone's like, there's this rise in racism and white national. There's not a rise in any of that. There's a rise in us being murdered. So we're now having to stand up and be like, it is very, very open and promoted, the genocide against white people around the world. Around the world. You see it. You see white farmers in Africa being slaughtered. You see the UK being taken over. You see here where, people in universities brag about the white replacement theory, which is very real. And that's been written about. It's been backed by data. And there's nothing wrong with us wanting to survive. It doesn't even mean you're saying you're better. It's like, no, we just don't want to be eliminated. And I think that's very fair.